Still. Hey, we're trying to make you internet. How could you get internet famous if you would do? Right, we're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Right. Speak to your public. Up here. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Hi, chestnuts, and welcome back to the Inner Castle on YouTube. I'm Jason Michael. This is Baxter the Beagle, and in this video we are going to look at some ideas for capturing the Queen in the Scandinavian Defence. The Scandinavian Defence begins with e4, d5, white takes, and black takes this pawn with the Queen. We're sort of familiar with this. The next best thing for white to do is to attack the Queen with the queenside knight, and black's best move at this point is simply to retreat back to its original square. It may lose some tempo, but it is a safe way to play. But quite often in the main line we will see a shift in this Queen from d5 to a5, and now we want to chase this Queen down, because one of my fundamentals of chess is that early Queen moves should always be punished. So we continue our development with pawn to d4. Black will also continue development. This is the sneaky knight move we are looking for. This is going to be the discovered attack on the Queen, but that attack hasn't been realised yet, so game will continue. Black will continue development. Rather than move this pawn here, which would be the main line, allowing the Queen, if attacked, room to sneak past. But if this doesn't happen and we see this second knight developed, then we are ready to move. We pin this knight to the king, means it can't move, putting itself in check, and black will naturally want to unpin this by moving the queenside bishop, the light squared bishop, out to d7. Whereupon we are ready to launch our discovered attack with knight to d5. Now the Queen is in trouble, but if you look around her, all of her attacks, all of her escape squares are covered. She has nowhere to go except this square here, where the bishop is. She has to take this. But here's the trap. Queen takes on b5, and now we can take our knight from d5 to c7, and we have a three-way fork. There is only one move now for black, and that is the movement of the black king, and we've caught the Queen. This is the mainline trap. It's worth knowing, get to know it. But next, I want to show you one of the stingiest, spiciest, most wonderful Queen traps I think I've ever seen. And it's one I think every Scandinavian player should be punished with. It's called the Tennison Gambit, or the ICBM, the Intercontinental Ballistic Missile, and you're going to see why in a moment. The ICBM begins like the Scandinavian with e4 and d5, but rather than take, we are going to make a bit of a deliberate blunder. We're going to develop our kingside knight out to f3, and black will take. We're going to look like absolute rookies and do the next best thing to attack this pawn and develop that knight further to g5. Rather than push this pawn, black's instinct here, since it is under attack, is to develop the knight there on g8 out to protect it. This is exactly what we want to do, and now we're going to offer our second pawn to black. Black will of course take. It's another free pawn. It's taken, and we take with the bishop. Now look at this position. If you're playing black, let's switch the board around and pretend that we are playing black. We have a sort of pesky knight here that's challenging a fairly weak bishop, and if we see this double attack happen here, we're in trouble. So the best thing for black to do is just chase that knight away, and that's what we want to happen. That's the trap. So the best way to chase this knight away is with pawn to h6, and now we just give the fork. We have now attacked the Queen and the Rook There is only one piece can take this, and it's the king, so king moves and takes. Pretty safe, alright. No one's expecting us to offer a bishop, except we do. The king only has two, well, he has a number of options here, two, exactly. The king can move here, or the king can take. The safest thing for the king to do, certainly if the black player doesn't understand the trap, is to take. It's worth the most. But look at this. Look. Hello. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Kaboom. This is the ICBM. It's absolutely wonderful, and kudos to whoever thought of it. I hate the Scandinavian. I hate someone playing it against me, and I'm so glad I know these little tricks. They're worth getting to know. Let me know what you think about them in the comments below. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and hopefully I will see you very soon in another video. So from me and Baxter, see you next time.